Blade was one of the first Marvel movies that did well.
Yeah, but the 70s and 80s were horrible for Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Like, was it, well, except for like Lou Ferrigno as a Hulk. That was probably the best part
Ferrigno,
for
that's
like the
hilarious.
MCU prior. But that was like a TV show.
What, the Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then all anyone remembers is that like piano outro.
There was a piano outro on Hulk?
Yeah, where he's like walking down the road. It's been memed to hell and back.
Oh, hell no.
Don't go watch it. It's not worth it.
I just want to let you know right now I live under a rock. So if you reference movies, he gets pissed about it all the time.
I
If you
get
reference
so fucking mad because he doesn't know any goddamn movie.
I'm here with you.
Listen.
Like, I'll talk about artists. Like, I literally showed him JID, and he's like, "Who's JID?" I'm like, "I just literally had you listen to like 5 songs like 2 weeks ago by him, and you still forgot about him."
It's in one ear and right out the fucking.
I don't know
other,
who
dude.
Jade is.
Rapper
Oh,
from Atlanta.
he's pretty fire.
Okay.
He's pretty fire. So shit, who do we have here?
Yeah. Who are you?
Oh,
What do you do?
yeah, I guess if we're going. Yeah, my name is Tyler Perro, and I play the role of Xander King in Xander King and the Pizza Party.
Okay.
Right on. I'm Chad, and I guess I play the virus, or sometimes I'm Robo Chad. But right now I'm just regular Chad.
Just
Yeah.
Just
regular
normal
Chad.
Chad. So
Right now, I'm not Xander King. Xander King is a character. And Xander King and the Pizza Party is, I think we listed on our Instagram, we're a live show experience.
Hold up. Wait, I thought you were fucking Xander King.
So I play the role of Xander King.
I'm just playing.
Again, and you'll hear a lot of comparisons to wrestling. Like, The Undertaker isn't actually an undead wizard. I'm sorry to spoil it for
Wait,
you.
what?
Kane is a politician.
Kane is the governor of Knox County.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but
You didn't know that Kane is a governor of Knox County?
No, I
No
had
shit.
no idea, dude.
Yes, the Kane that was chokeslamming niggas on WWE
Yep.
was is
So
the
it's like a Arnold situation.
Yeah.
a
No
little
way.
bit. Yeah. Absolutely.
So I feel like y'all are forgetting someone. You're being very disrespectful.
Apologies. He's not feeling well right now, but behind me we have Robo Chad, who will typically play guitar for Xander King and the Pizza Party. Robo Chad is the robot that it's unclear whether he came back in time or whether Xander King, the orphan, built him to be his friend. But Robo Chad is always there, unless, like at Burro Fondo, it was actually someone pretending to be Robo Chad. Someone playing
imposter.
the dude disguised
Yeah.
as the dude playing the other dude.
okay.
So he's just a white man playing a black guy playing a white dude.
He is like the Robert Downey Jr. of our band. Yeah. No, Xander King and the Pizza Party started out as just me and Chad. Oh man, I'm getting so much in the cans now. That's even echo. Thank
That's
you.
my bad.
thank you.
That's my bad. I
It's
figured
okay.
out the issue right just then.
The driving force was Chad wanted to play drums. I play bass and had never been a front man. Didn't have a guitarist, couldn't find one. Well, let's just program one, right? Was kind of the ultimate solution. Now, we do have some people step in and play guitar, but when it comes to Xander King and the Pizza Party, Robo Chad is a pivotal character. Xander King's best friend. Sometimes he's not feeling well. That's how the virus came about.
well, Robo Chad still runs on Windows XP as well, and he actually.
Could you get a little closer to the mic?
Sorry, yeah, okay. Windows XP, Robo Chad got infected by the virus, and so he's kind of going through like his emo, like he doesn't really want to play all the Xander King songs right now. He's kind of more into the like really hard stuff, I guess. It's kind of a more of an emo metal phase, I guess he's going through.
It's not a phase. It's not a phase.
And something you'll notice about Xander King and the Pizza Party is like the lines blur a lot between what's a part of the show, right? What's this, I'll continuously make the comparison to professional wrestling, like, what's real and what's what you might call kayfabe or us playing pretend, but we'll never tell you the difference. Robo Chad was kind of the crux of that. Named after, so yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, like Robo Chad existed in a different universe before Xander King came along. From like 2015, Robo Chad was born, and Xander King, though, if we're going to talk about the origin story, that goes back a while, though. to the to like 2011.
Oh, shit.
Really. So Tyler and I were in a like a ska punk band back in the early 2010s called Filipanko. And he was in some course at MTSU and basically had this project that was due the next day, and he showed up there. He's like, Chad.
I'm sorry, I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
cut you off. Do y'all know a Kyle Smiley,
Kyle Smiley, no.
trumpet player?
Trumpet player, Kyle.
Never mind. I performed a
No.
ska show. I performed in his a show with him and his ska band one time at the Plantation around that time.
Okay,
but
yeah.
never mind. Go ahead.
I know Joe Frowney, but no, Kyle Smiley. Never met. Yeah, it was theater appreciation class, and I had to either write an essay on like Phantom of the Opera or something, or I had to come up with a play in one act. And 19 at the time, rushed to Chad, say, "Hey, you've got the Shack, which is a venue here in Murfreesboro. You've got all this recording stuff. Let's."
You got this Pro Tools rig that you built last year,
Yeah.
or 2008 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and so he basically needed to come up with like a 10-minute rock opera or
Yes.
something, and like we had to like record it and
Write it, record it, bounce it all
and
in
he
the
just
same night.
and like he just showed up, you know, was like, "Hey, can we do this tonight?" And I was like, "Well, okay, let's do it." And that's we had like a little keyboard and some bass parts and put together this little like
pulling up to
10
your
minute
mom and being like the night before a
Yeah.
project's due.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a lot like that. It was exactly like that.
Everybody's prone to do it.
Exactly. We need to go to Walmart right now.
Yeah.
Right before school.
Well, like, let's do this. So we're up. It's 3, 4, 5 a.m. and we finally
It was
get
an
all the
all-nighter.
music. It was an all-nighter. We get all the music. Chad is tired, and I've got class in this is doing like 3 hours, and we got all the music done. And I'm writing furiously. It's like, okay, I guess I'm going to overdub by myself all the like words to this rock opera, and I come up with a story called Xander King, which is the story of an orphan who wants to play guitar but ends up accidentally getting a bass, and everyone at the orphanage makes fun of him for it until he pulls out this slap riff and everyone's like, "Oh, Xander King, you're so cool."
oh shit.
So Xander King was a rock opera that we wrote in 2011.
Yeah. But the last part that I'll add is that we'd been doing this all night long. And I remember finally we had like the little medley of music ready to go. And he was like, "Okay, time to do the vocal overdub." And I remember it's like about a like 10 or 11 minute piece of music. I remember hitting like record and just falling asleep and just letting him have like the one take to do it. And that's what he did. And we still have that recording of that. That's what all the Xander King shows open up with, is that little like medley thing that we made where he's like, "My name is Xander King." It's so funny.
And it's all like, I'm 14 and this is deep kind of shit. Like, I'm being like, emo was really in back then. It was just kind of like finally like had its big moment and it was trying to be emotional. I'm doing all the voices, like the voice of the nun, Sister Margarita. It's cringe as hell, and I was so glad that I didn't have to present that day because I would have been laughed out of the class. I went back. It was like, "Chad, give me a track without the vocals," and we worked it out. But that was the idea of Xander King, with really the only plot point being Xander King is an orphan, and he's been bullied. He's trying to be cool by playing guitar. He accidentally gets a bass, learns how to play that, and is kind of this lovable loser orphan in a way.
So within him being a loser, he goes and he plays a sick ass riff and kind of wins over the orphanage.
That's the original. In the modern form, so, you know, again, that was 15 years ago. That was 15 years ago.
Lay the modern form on me.
Yeah, okay.
6
So,
episodes later.
you know, Chad, who has his own project, it's a shoegaze karate Chad, which is awesome. Kind of like what the play on Robo Chad is. Like, well, okay, you've got karate Chad, I'll take Robo Chad, because he does a lot of the mixing, producing. He's kind of the patron.
I'm more of the behind the scenes type of person in this band, supportive drummer role.
Hell
Yeah,
But
so
yeah.
after this ska punk project, 15 years down the line, you spend a lot of time in the Pacific Northwest. We kind of reconnect at one of these shack shows, where there's bonfire or whatever. And after all the bands play, I'm like, I haven't played bass in a long time, and I'm a little saucy. And Chad has been learning how to play drums. He's originally a guitarist, and songwriter singer. I'm like, okay, fuck it. It's the end of the night. No one's here. I pick up a bass. He lays down a beat. My fingers, like the rust is there, but I hit this very, very simple little C G line, just like a ba ba, and I start singing about a pizza slut. She liked it in the butt. That was like a drunken just moment
Yeah.
upon which we built everything.
Well,
Go all over again.
And then that night, it was just one of those end of the nights, like, hey, you want to just jam out or whatever? And he wrote that song about a pizza slut. Then we played this other song that it was about crazy bread. And so all of a sudden, like, Xander King started having this, like, colliding with this, like, pizza themed, like, pizzeria. And I think the idea of putting a band together with the two of us and having to, like, build a robot made us think of, like, those, Showbiz Pizza. And then this guy went down the rabbit hole one time with Chuck E. Cheese. Like, he knows the whole history of all of it. So.
I'm building the character of Xander King. And so after that first drunken night where I start singing about pizza sluts, Chad does what he does. He pushes me. And he's very good about, like, pushing artists to practice and do. He's like, I booked us a show. You're gonna play at the Shack. I've got Awful Prophet coming out, who you've had on the show.
Yeah.
We're gonna play second, and Awful Prophet is on the bill. They'll be at the end. They always bring a huge crowd because they're so goddamn awesome.
Shout out Awful Prophet.
Yeah, shout out Awful Prophet.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. Sup, Greg. So we've got no songs. I've got some songs that I had written from back in the day. Crazy Bread was an old song about a man eating crazy bread, finds a lottery ticket, talks about all the stuff he wants to do, and then he has a heart attack because he's eating crazy bread. And we start writing songs, and I'm like, we don't have enough time. Let me go on a monologue. And you pull out the little keyboard, do the electronics, and hit the samples. I'm just going to go say something. And what I end up talking about is the lore of Chuck E. Cheese, Charles Entertainment Cheese, who, I don't know if you know this, was...
His middle name is Entertainment?
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
That's what the E stands
That's
for.
what the E stands for.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, and so I bring it up in the monologue, but what you also probably don't know is that Charles Entertainment is an orphan. Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese was born... no parents, no one knows. He didn't even know when his birthday was. When he was growing up at the orphanage, he didn't know when his birthday was, and so, like, he would, like, enjoy celebrating other people's birthdays. Being a poverty-stricken young mouse, and enterprising as he is, he seeks out employment, and he finds it at Pascali's Pizza Cafe. Now, Pascali's Pizza Cafe is really unique in that it's dinner and a show. They'll have live music to enjoy while you're dining on your pizza pie. Chucky's working in the back. He's, working away at pizzas. And then there's a crisis at the Pizza Cafe. The entertainment doesn't show. Pascali, left with no choice, goes to young Charles, young Chuck E. Cheese, and says, my entertainment's not here. I need you to go perform. And he gets up on the stage, stricken with a mouse-like fear. He thinks back to his favorite song, the one he sang at the orphanage for all the other kids. Happy birthday. So Xander King was born a baby and reborn as an orphan. He looked up to Chuck E. Cheese, saying, like, if that young poverty-stricken mouse can come up and start something as the Hungry Fun Time Band, then maybe I can do something. And maybe I can build my own friends. Maybe I can find in animatronic friends like what I was orphaned. I was maybe orphaned from my parents, but I've been orphaned from friends. He was bullied in the orphanage. Sister Margarita's home for children with dead parents, where he grew up. he thought, you know what, I'm gonna find my animatronic friend. That's his Robo Chad, and that's kind of the core plot line for Xander King is how does he maintain his friendship with Robo Chad? How does he deal with these new people that want to come take over what he's built? How does he deal with the ghosts of his past, Sister Margarita, Johnny Guitar,
Johnny Guitar,
the guitar player that would pluck his nose hairs and spank him with his guitar. So, to bring it back, the first show, I go on a monologue about Chuck E. Cheese, and that's kind of what starts the Xander King and the pizza party. A double entendre. A pizza party is like a place we all convene, but like a party, like a Dungeons and Dragons party.
Hell yeah.
I'm feeling long-winded. Chad, cut me off, man. Like,
No, this is good.
Y'all have some. I'm gonna tell you right now. Y'all have some creative like mojo, dude.
I have a question. I think everybody's been wondering: does RoboChad need to be oiled?
Does it need to be lubed up?
Does it need to be lubed up?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
think he's like a Tin Man type of situation where he like rusts if he doesn't. But he probably has some. He's probably got some oil in there somewhere, But
Okay.
just like regular like computer maintenance is usually what it is. Like
Just
an
some
XP
factory
computer,
grease. It's
like
factory
you know what I'm saying. You don't usually have to oil up those XP computers.
How
but
many times
you
have
can
you
clean
had
them?
to- How many times have you had to hit him with the factory reset?
So, actually,
he gets RoboChat has a thing at our shows where he ends up going down at least like halfway through every show. So
Overheating or overclocking? What?
well, like he got infected by the virus that one time
At
and
the
went
first show?
down at the first show. Yeah, he was playing drums and the virus came and infected him. And then we had him. And then there was the blue screen of death. The one time there was a blue screen of death hit him, in the middle of a show. And so,
the ending of the first show, and in the demo, it's that second track, Chair Shot. Those are all clips from our first show, from the Twitch live stream. What happened? So I do the monologue in the first show, just kind of explain the story. Xander King, he's an orphan. He likes Chuck E. Cheese, right? But Robo Chad gets infected with a virus that is essentially you in a luchador mask, right?
I do. Spoiler alert. Yeah,
Spoiler
that was me.
alert, yeah.
That was me.
And he comes out, and Xander's sad because Robo Chad's not working, like he's not working right now. What happened to my best friend, my Robo Chad? And the virus says, "No, you can do the voice."
Oh well, I'm not the virus right now, but the virus is a little bit. He's kind of like Beetlejuice mixed with like
Yeah.
Beavis or somebody like that. He's kind of like he's always hounding Xander to play some more heavy music instead of like these little kids songs about crabs and catfish and stuff.
Has he ever been hacked?
Kitties. I mean,
I'm like on some like Russian hacker shit.
So
there's definitely some potential there.
it was like our third or fourth
explore
show.
that.
Third or fourth show, he started like playing some like random cliche emo riffs, trying to get that.
There
going.
was a show where Robo Chad tried to get us to play Inner Sandman, I think.
Oh, that was the one. Yeah.
And we were like, no, but he just went ahead and started playing it, and we had to. And then he just turned off. He shut down. Actually, he had that. Dun, 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 dun. He had the Windows XP shutdown noise, and he was just like, he was going through an emo phase.
And we
out.
sample all that, yeah. To maybe finish the story of that first show, right? Like, so we play a couple songs that we'd written in response to this drunken little jam. We're going to talk about pizza sluts, and we had written a couple other songs, Catfish, Mindfucker, Dysphoria. And at the end, like for those harder songs that the virus tries to get Chad to play, right? Robo Chad goes down, the virus comes out in his luchador mask and says, "Let's play some heavy stuff." And then after we play the heavy stuff, he takes a steel chair, hits me in the head, and we end our first show where Xander King is just on his back, people stepping over him as the next band sets up. Like Xander, I just lie there for like 10 minutes, just selling the chair shot.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so there's always, at our Burrafondo show, we actually moved that and we had the chair shot right in the middle. And Xander, like, Undertaker's up, and then we play the heavy set because there's the comedy songs, and then we almost driven both by your desire to play drums and more of a hardcore band, but that first show, like Awful Prophets playing at the end of the night, we can't just be singing silly little songs. Let's play some heavier stuff.
We do.
You can hear in the second part of that demo. What I like to do, and what we kind of do at most of the shows, is have this like change of character for Xander King. Maybe he gets bullied. Maybe he takes a chair shot, right? And we, in our set list, we say like, okay, here are the funny songs, little like comedy songs. Something happens, battle of good and evil, kind of like wrestling. Xander must now stand up for himself and plays those heavier songs. So when I say live show experience, the goal at every Xander King show is like, okay, maybe you don't know the lore, but can we, in our 15, 20-minute set, tell a story start to finish, right? With good guys, bad guys, changes in character, and big moments that people will remember. Because if you don't like our music, that's okay, but you're going to remember that I got hit with a chair.
What is y'all's typical crowd reaction? Because that sounds like a show man, I feel like the crowd would go stupid seeing that.
It's very important that we have those people in the crowd that throw that energy back at us, that can get into it. Like there are moments when I'm yelling at the crowd if they're chanting Xander's name, and I'm just like, in character as the heel, basically. But yeah, we've
You can hear it in chair shot.
You can hear like also like at Fondo too, there was a great crowd that was there. We also had a really great show at the Burrow where there was a lot of crowd participation.
Yeah.
I don't,
Grill?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Rest in peace. Yeah. But there was a really cool crowd participation that night.
That was Hambone, who was booking the show, that like he bealed me, which is a wrestling move where you kind of like take someone by the back of their head and throw them, and you do a front roll, you take a back bump. And I remember the bartender was like about to drag me off, like thinking that like this person needs to be moved, like wasn't aware that was a part of the show. It was kind of funny.
That kind of leads me.
The chanting. Think like in those, especially those story beat moments, like it's the kind of reaction, and we try to elicit it, and we maybe have some fans that come to a lot of shows and know what's up. It's similar to a wrestling show, right, where it's lots of chanting and booing, right? Like booing the bad guys is a huge part of it. Shout out young Lucas, who played guitar for us at Burro Fondo, who played the role of Johnny Guitar pretending to be Robo Chad. Big reveal there. Spoiler alert.
You can go watch it on Twitch right now.
Yeah, but
Karate Chad.
Yeah, he was getting booed at Karate Chad. Yeah, Karate Chad on Twitch. You can view the video. Maybe you put a spoiler warning, but but ultimately it's the same. Like you've seen the story a million times, right? It's a core story that engages people wherever they come from, right? Regardless of what genre of music. Hey, there's a loser getting his ass kicked. Wait a second. He's getting back up. He's going to try and change this. Why is he playing heavy music now? You start to root for them, right? And you see moments of yourself in that. It's like, man, fate, the vicissitudes of life hit me hard in some way. And I think back to it in the past. I wish I could have stood up. But look, there's Xander King. He just had his guitarist hit him in the head with a steel chair, and he's about to do another 3 songs, right? It's fake.
Well, it's hard keeping the band together, and so people seeing stuff like that happen. Yeah, and that's part of it too. Similar with wrestling, where you blur the line between like what's real and what's a show or whatever. With those storyline, the dynamics when you're in a band of like the guitarist and the bassist fighting for creative control. Those are fun things to explore in this fun setting. Like for example, Lucas, who is like the sweetest, most talented guy ever. Like for his role, we were like, no, you have to be Johnny Guitar, the most like arrogant, obnoxious band member ever, who just is all about himself and stuff. And it's fun.
Where it bleeds over to the music, I have to say like, hey, really shine over me, like paint over my canvas musically, because that's what your character would do. And so the characters can also drive the music, and that's always fun.
Where do you see y'all going? Like, where do y'all see y'all going with this? Like, what is your dream? Like, where do you want to go with this? Like, how? Like,
Interesting.
Yeah. So it feels like a question you probably ask every band or every artist that you have come on here, right? Is there a usual answer to that?
I mean, typically most people are like, we're going to take it as far as we want to go, but I'm not going to lie, like, this is the first time that we've seen something like this. Like, this is the first time we've seen something like this with, like, such a planned out show like this. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
There's like theatrics.
this is pretty cool. Like, this is not saying that the way we've seen before isn't cool, but, like, this is different.
So it is different, and the goals are different, but it's also... Go ahead.
Well, it's just I have some maybe they're shorter term goals or whatever. I would like for us to get on like a live wrestling event, like they're at.
Dude,
like,
that would be awesome.
That was perfect.
That
They
would be
have those
perfect,
type of
literally.
things. Maybe even like one that travels with the band, like with them, and they could make it be part of the thing.
I want Chad to feel
Get
comfortable.
Bridget the midget in there.
This
Dude.
is really
midget.
I want you to
Yes.
feel comfortable throwing me through a table.
Yeah.
But no,
Bridget
like,
the midget goes to a
seriously.
table.
Exactly.
I can't sit here and say that like music is the most important thing really in this project right now. We spend a lot of time developing that like storyline and stuff, and the music is there, and we have all of our other projects, but this one is so different. This one is different from all of those.
It's
other
more
ones.
of it's more of an actual
the
like
theatrical
show. Like
part of
yeah.
it is really fun to lean into, and we don't really have that outlet in our other projects, and so.
when you asked me to be a front man, like a reason it went in such a comedy direction, such a show direction, like one of the core reasons was I'm not a vocalist, right? I can't really sing, and you'll hear that in the Xander King tracks. It's a lot of trust me, yeah. I go into more
It's
of
getting
a
better.
Yeah, I'm working on it. We say, yeah. You want to talk about influences? You talk about like Frank Zappa, right? Like when you think about that, or even Tenacious D. When it comes to the comedy,
Dude, that's what I was thinking this whole time. I was like, this guy reminds me of Jack Black.
but Jack Black is a beautiful singer, like really, truly very talented. A lot of the comedy and live show was it was a defense mechanism for me to like, okay, I don't have vocal frontman musical talent, so let's make it funny and let's make a show. And if I have to like sing, let me scream it, or be like Catfish, which is kind of our funk rap song. Let me just spit it.
Ned Schneebly.
Yeah, that Schneeblay.
Yes.
And when talking about like, okay, Chad wants to start this band, like, what am I going to do different? Like, okay, one, I want to hide my voice, but two, we've been musicians for a very long time. Like I said, Filipenko was 2010, 2011. And I took a long break. Chad didn't, because Chad's done everything. But I had this core memory of like playing live shows with like crowds that were not there for our band, and were just maybe waiting for the band they were there to see, or shows where the only other people there are the other bands, right? Like that's the quote unquote grind, right? And the driving factor for a lot of musicians, I don't know if I'd even consider Xander King to be a musician project, like you said, right, is they have this desire to have a cathartic experience of putting their art out there. Now, we're doing that, but my biggest focus is always, can I entertain every single person out there regardless of their taste? Like they might hate my music, they might love the theatrical part, they might hate the theatrical part, maybe they like the music, they find it funny. There's humor, there's hardcore, it's a jack of all trades. Really, how far do I want to take this? It's I just want to, anytime Xander King shows up, it's a guarantee that people are going to have a good time. And if it's a free show, people are entertained for free. So I spent time as a wrestler, right? And one of the most profound things, wrestling on the independent circuit, where you're beating the shit out of your body, and people are paying $5 to come see you at some church event center, and you go there, you're getting paid maybe a hot dog or $10 to just destroy your body. But my wrestling coach,
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can you dive into this a little bit? How did you get into this?
oh, to what, wrestling?
Wrestling, yeah.
Oh, so when I turned 30, I was like, okay, this is my quarter life crisis. I've enjoyed wrestling for a very long time. Let me go find a wrestling school real quick before I get too old and too beat up. So Xander King is kind of an adaptation of that wrestling character that I created after a year of training before I could even go on a show. That wrestling character was Nick Beard, the wrestling neckbeard.
Oh,
Right? Right. No. Here, this ain't some neck beard that you're dealing with. This is that Nick Beard. Ooh, woo. Trying to promise you, remind all of you, right, that when you're starting from your mama's basement, the only way to go is up. All right? Where are my beardos at? So,
Where your beardos at? I love it.
hell yeah.
But to go back to so in that training, right, which is brutal on your body, you spend a year getting the shit beat out of you, paying your dues. It is a lot like the kind of music scene where you pay your dues, you network. It's a lot more structured and hierarchical in the wrestling society. But
that's one of the things that I was surprised to see. I saw it was an interview Kurt Angle did with somebody, and he was talking about y'all don't see the hundreds of shows we do. Well, that y'all do all year. You know what I'm saying?
Dark matches, yeah.
It's like the stuff that doesn't show up, and they were like I'm talking about the big wrestlers that they were like, y'all don't see. Y'all only see a fraction of the abuse that they take. He was like, dude, I broke my neck. He said he broke his neck multiple times.
I got out because of injury. Yeah. So I trained for a year and maybe wrestled for 8 months in shows. Before it was just too much for my body. Tying it back, about goals, one thing that my wrestling coach told me about those $5 tickets at the local church event center was there is some family there where this was the Friday night entertainment they can afford was 5 sets of $5 tickets and a couple dollar hot dogs right there, right? When you're on that stage, that wrestling ring, on that wrestling ring, right? It doesn't matter what you're getting paid. You put on the best show because that might be the best time. Someone might need that out there.
Yeah.
Right? Xander King is not about me spitting out art. It's about me giving entertainment. And that's the driving force. I have to entertain everyone. And so you talk about goals, just entertaining more people and whatever that looks like.
Oh, yeah. That's killer. That's absolutely fucking killer. My goodness. Have y'all have y'all ever thought about animating something like that for
Xander King the cartoon?
Yeah.
I've thought about the audio drama.
Audio drama, explain.
Audio dramas are like podcasts, but it's make-believe where you've got audio books on one hand, which someone wrote a book, now someone reads it. You got podcasts where we're shooting the shit like we are now, right? Yeah. Audio drama comes in as let's write a fictional story designed for audio only.
And these chapters
D&D.
are episodes.
Yeah. Well, the classic example goes to, what was it, the 1950s? War of the Worlds.
AM radio type thing.
Yeah, how people were calling
911. The world was actually being invaded because they didn't hear about this prior.
Right. Yeah, you could think of that as the origin. And there are a lot. It's a very popular genre right now. Shout out Valley Heat.
Valley Heat. We love Valley Heat.
We love Valley Heat. But, Wolf 359, even Welcome to Night Vale. Right, was a popular one for a while. You talk about cartoons. What makes you bring up the cartoon?
No, just because the fact that the robot and the personas and shit. I'm like, that's a not a live representation, but that's you could give an extra form of representation for the whole deal.
The whole deal.
Well, it could be another medium to expand upon the universe of.
So
Like the
What are you talking about?
I like the gorilla stuff that we did. Like, so our first show.
gorillas. Yes.
No, the DIY stuff. So at our first show, right? I'm thinking we need merch, right? So what do? Right? Well, we had recording, so we record every practice that we ever do because the shack
That's a
is full of
smart
sand.
idea.
Well, because Chad's the audio engineer wizard, right? So we have
Windows
some
XP.
we have some. It is Windows XP. It gets the job done. But we had some like raw recordings of us practicing some of the songs, and so the first show, I'm like, you know what? I want to release some dirty demos, right? And I want to release them in a way I can sell to people. What medium do I choose? Floppy disk. I buy a floppy disk burner. He finds a way in Pro Tools because, like, it's what, like 25 megabytes or something?
I don't remember, like, the floppy disk is really small, so
It
we had
is.
to find a way to, like,
So you
compress,
have to get
like,
some, like,
four,
adapter to
four-
adapter.
It was, like, 4 MP3s that would fit on 1.4 megabytes of space. So we, like, reduced the sample rate or one of those things, like, all the way down, where it was, like, it was our demo, it was us playing, but it was, like, really lo-fi sounding.
What you would imagine from the sound coming from a floppy disk.
Yeah.
Right? So we get those floppy disk tracks compressed down. I throw in a few text files of lore about like Orphan High Command hunting down the Orphan King Xander, and letters from Sister Margarita and stuff. You know, put lore things in there.
That's hilarious. Sister
Burn them,
Margarita.
and then I and my partner paint the floppy disks. And what we ended up calling it was the sloppy disk.
No.
But she ran out of room on the poster, so it ended up just being the sloppy D.
The sloppy D and the pizza slut.
Oh man!
bucks.
If we're ever up here again, I'll bring one for you. You can have a sloppy D for yourself.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna let y'all know that y'all are just a show. Like regardless, y'all are a show. Like right now, this is a fucking show. Like
we're not even in character.
I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
Like I'm having a fucking blast.
We're having
This
the
is crazy.
epilogue, like behind the scenes interview of how this happened.
Exactly.
Oh.
We turn around. Oops! Ridge said it's not recording.
Oh,
I'm fucking joking.
Yeah, we're all good. It's only you not pressing the timer.
Fuck you, ho.
yeah.
Dude, no, dude, that's awesome. So if they wanted to play it back, they would have to like obviously go buy a fucking floppy disk reader.
You know,
We
That's
sold it for
awesome.
$5, and we sold like 4 copies of it.
Yeah,
I was
like-
with the surprising
That's
thing
so
is
awesome.
people actually
These
bought
days,
it.
I guess it's an external floppy disk drive that
Yeah.
you would need.
Yeah.
You know,
I got a cassette recorder for free when I was in high school, and I had big ambitions of plugging it up and recording to it, and I literally got it for free the day I got it. I left it in my garage, and it stayed there for a year. So no, dude, y'all are doing shit.
You want to talk about goals, right? I want the laser disc, right?
What's a laser
No,
disc?
the laser disc is awesome.
Yeah, laser disc is like take the vinyl-sized album, but it's a CD. Like a vinyl-sized CD.
I have never in my life.
It
seen
projects. It
God,
projects an
goddamn,
image,
now I'm
right?
feeling old.
You can watch
Yeah,
a
I
movie
know.
with it,
that.
right?
How old are you?
So maybe I shouldn't say. I don't know, Chad. No, I'm 34.
Oh, okay, you're not much older than me. I'm 31.
Okay, yeah.
We're 24 back here. on
Well,
this
okay,
show.
right. Well, I said, turned 30, became a wrestler.
Yeah.
Did that for like 2. Wrestled downtown Nashville. You saw that for a Halloween event over at No Quarter. And
it was it's one of my greatest memories ever, to getting to see him wrestle out there. No quarter.
I did 2 matches.
Yeah.
I did a tag team match with my tag team, the Otaku Alliance.
Otaku Alliance.
So, okay, here, I'll tell.
Oh my god.
Well, I was Nick Beard, right? So,
Yes.
let me tell you the story. I'll tell you briefly the story
Oh
of
my
Nick Beard
goodness.
in his 8-month run with Retinal Pro Wrestling that wrestles out of Birmingham. Shout out Retinal Pro Wrestling. The story of Nick Beard is Nick Beard wants to become a wrestler, get out of the basement. He's watched more 5-star matches from Japan than any other person in the world. And he wants to wrestle, so he finds his senpai, right, Rodney, and they form the Otaku Alliance. And most of the matches, some of them you can find on YouTube at Retinal Pro Wrestling, involve him like either like body slamming me into the opponent, or just really treating me like pure shit. Right? Like you don't know what you're doing. Until I get to my graduation match, and it's a singles match, me versus my senpai, and I do win. I find a way to win using his. So I like the Michinoku driver. One thing about Nick Beard is he would always say his moves as he did them, like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Like so, yeah. Michinoku driver, like
Making it sound like One Piece over here.
yeah. But his finishing move, right, was he would just stand in the corner and pump my fist up and scream Giga Drillu Breaker. And then gut punch them, which is a reference to Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann, highly recommend the anime. If you're same studio that did Kill la Kill and FL Fooly Cooly.
I know which anime you're talking about.
Yeah, the one about the mechs. So I hit that and I beat him. And he embraces me before fucking slapping me to the ground in my final match where I finally beat my senpai. He zip ties me to the ropes. All right, there's a spoiler alert. And he shaves my beard. I haven't been in a wrestling ring since. I thought it was a perfect ending.
Dog.
The story of Nick Beard.
That's
No more neck
That's
beard,
crazy.
dude.
Yeah.
Nick Beard. It's not. He would always get so mad. He would be like, "No, it's not Neck Beard. It's Nick Beard."
It's Ned Schneebly.
It's not Mr. Slickback. It's a pimp named Slickback. You gotta say the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta say the whole thing.
Exactly. Goodness gracious.
No, what is it?
my God,
Just
dude.
just so Otaku Alliance just caught me off guard so much.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
But what was the one match? You saw my balls. Yeah.
I know.
What?
No,
Hold
I
on.
saw. Okay, let me say. When I saw them at No Quarter, it was a Royal Rumble, and what? Why were you wearing? I don't know why you were wearing.
It was
this.
Halloween.
It was okay. It was Halloween. You and your tag team partner were both wearing Sailor Moon outfits.
Oh,
And so
I wore the wrong underwear for the first match.
no, they were. No, it was what you see when you go to the wrestling match. You know, big dudes up there.
What you see, you don't talk about outside the wrestling match.
You know, it
was
was
fine.
They
It was
did
fine.
great. It was a really because they actually, you guys were the last two. It was you guys were a tag team and in Royal Rumble, but you both were the last two.
We were the last two in the Rumble. So at the end of the Rumble, me and my senpai, right, you know, he's like, oh, here, stand on the apron with me. We'll hold hands and we'll jump off together in order to, that way we both win, right? Except I jump and he doesn't. That was constantly the story was, you know, me being mistreated by this father figure, right? Which I allude to.
Well,
I allude to
that's-
mistreating father figures.
That's what
in
set up
Xander
that
King, yeah.
the next match where he cuts your beard and stuff.
That was the
the setup
Yeah.
for that where he
Well,
doesn't.
I think it was too bad. Whatever, but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We had always been
Well, there
hinting
was.
at it.
You were like starting to become your own singles, like not in a tag team anymore. You know. So.
It was funny. I thought so. You know, you talk about like baby faces, good guys, and heels, bad guys, right? And that's something I keep in mind. We keep in mind when we're doing Xander King.
It's the
there has to be-
same type of thing, really.
Yeah,
it's the
exact
same
same.
exact same. It's like soap opera, like drama, like entertainment, you know. And
where it's like make it crystal clear who you say yay for, who you say boo for, right? I thought Nick Beard was going to be a heel, and then people got behind him. I remember someone actually brought a sign and said, "Nick Beard will steal your waifu."
Oh Lord.
And I always toyed around the idea of doing a tag team with like a body pillow or something.
Don't, hey,
Tommy, just run upstairs.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. If you want to make a return, Tommy's got one from Chainsaw Man.
Ooh, okay, like a Makima, yeah.
Not the one you'd expect.
Oh,
No, it's the one with the fox.
okay.
Yeah.
But to bring it back, like so with Xander King, Xander King is that same type of lovable loser babyface, and everyone else in the band, except for Robo Chad, who isn't always Robo Chad, is a heel. But even Robo Chad, you question, right? Like where you're rooting for Xander King, like can he overcome his own bandmates to put on a good show? Xander King doesn't ever play a show, right?
Oh my God.
Xander King is a show about a band playing a show.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
really, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
A show about a band playing. Say it one more time.
It is a show about an orphans band playing a show.
I feel like if you do music videos, you're gonna have to have Nick Beer turn out to be Xander King later on.
There's a lot of crossover there.
There could be. There could be. I had no intention of talking about my wrestling history.
Yeah, no,
It's perfect. It's part of the show. You did it.
Well, it could
That's
be
inspo.
like an imposter, storyline or something. There's a lot of potential there. There's so many ideas. There's a lot of ideas.
So how do you? So what drives the transition from Robo Chad to?
Honestly, it has to do with like who, if we're gonna have a guitar player or not. If we're gonna have a third person, a third human.
Yeah.
If we're gonna have a third human, sometimes we have two humans and a robot. We've done shows where like I've like listened to like a click track while I play the drums, and I have like programmed guitar, and we have Robo Chad set up with like the guitar, and and we do a few songs like that where it's all on a grid, and so there's a guitar track that we play along with. If we have somebody like a human playing guitar with us, like Lucas, for example.
Young Lucas.
It was young Lucas. He's the sweetest, most awesome guitar player in Nashville right now. But anyway, we were like, okay, Lucas, you're gonna be Robo Chad at first, and then we saw the opportunity for the major. Like we always want to have like some kind of like moment, like a peak moment in the show where there's like, it ends up being a chair shot this last time, or something like that. And so we have to like if that's where we want to go, we have to figure out how we're gonna get there. And so we'll there's a lot of time at band practice spent like brainstorming like plot lines or ideas, or like how do we get from A to B here, and and it's not always like that hard. Sometimes we can be silly about it, but it's fun to tie it in, even like in a Spinal Tap kind of way. Like if you're into like being like in a band, like the dynamics, like I was saying earlier, like it's fun to play off of that and have fun with it.
I draw from real things, like Xander King being the lovable loser is kind of like reminds me being of 19, being the bassist, wanting to do like too much right on the bass, and like, oh man, I don't get a mic, I'm just here to play bass, let me try and overwrite and do too much, right? It's like the inferiority complex that comes with being in a rhythm section, I think. And that ties in a little, and so drawing from that's a lot of fun. Like it's cathartic. Like
these are all things that we've really dealt with for sure, and we just hope that we're just like mature enough now to like do it in a way where it's fun and we can make light of it. I think that's fun.
Every band goes through, right?
For
like
sure.
We're almost like, I like to think that in a lot of ways we satire it, right? Like, because even when it goes heavy, like you just watch this kid get his ass beat, right? You heard him talk about Chuck E. Cheese for 10 minutes. Is he really hard now? Like, that's a question you have to ask yourself. And it was like, is anyone really hard? What does that even mean? But there's no answer. It's the fact that the question exists that makes it, entertaining.
Is there anyone that does something similar to what you do? Like, have you seen somebody who's like, they also do like a showy thing like this?
So I've seen like the Feedles did.
That's what I was going to say. Shout out to the Feedles. The Feedles.
I just found them.
The Feedles, they're around here in Murfreesboro, another local band. Really cool band. I have their demo. Shout out to them. I saw them at Fondo. But they have characters. I saw them one time. They had Indiana Jones with them. There was one time. They all had these like shoes on that were like huge feet, and I don't know, they were all in character with like
Munkin as well.
Munkin's another great. We love Munkin.
For their
another local band.
They did an album release at Hop Springs, and they had two people there with the band that were pretending to be what was it? Honda CRV salesmen.
Yes, that was great.
Because their album was all about the Honda CRV.
We were playing the show with another project, and but while they were there, they had these people going around the crowd trying to like get people to trade in their new vehicles for 1999 Honda CRV, and it was really great. It's fun. It's real fun atmosphere when people are in character like that.
Yeah,
and
it's a performance art aspect to it.
So do y'all have a 1999 CRV sitting around?
You know, he tried to get my girlfriend to trade in her 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee for one. You know?
Did she?
No, she didn't. But
CRV.
but he was a good sell though. He like I guess the Honda CRV has like a built-in table that I don't know.
Yeah,
like
there
it's
is.
like
Yeah,
like the hatch comes up and there's a table or something.
Yeah, no,
So-
they were building it for like actual like outdoors travel.
Shout out to Monkin, Songs About Cars. Go check it out.
Covers- yeah,
It
yeah.
covers the spare tire in the back. It's the
Oh shit.
dude. It's pretty fucking sick.
Everyone I know drives
But-
a Honda CRV.
One thing that's different. One thing that's ultimately different about like Xander King and like the Feedles or Munkin is they are really, really talented musicians.
Yeah.
And not to say like our songs can't be catchy or funny or in their own right. I would not put at least my musical skills anywhere close to theirs, right? But when it comes to performance art, right, like those are things they'll do for a show, right? Xander King, and this kind of ties it back into wrestling, is an ongoing story. Every time you see Xander King, all those other shows that you saw before are still canon, right? It is core to the idea. Every day Xander gets older, you've gotten older too, right? If you see Xander 3 months after that one show, well, 3 months have transpired since he got betrayed.
Real time.
Yeah, it's all real time, and it's core to the identity going on. It's not just like we talk about, moments or spots, right? Those we can think up, right? But it all has to tie back into the general lore and long form storytelling that Xander King is trying to do.
I think that's a good thing, because one of the things that we talk about all the time is where does the industry go next? Because I mean, music has gotten to the point to where you can kind of get it perfect, and the crowd hears that, and it's a turnoff for a lot of people. So it's like nowadays you have people who want to listen to older stuff, or people who record things on like older methods because you can hear the flaws.
Yeah.
So with the things that y'all do, we're making it more about a show. I think that's refreshing, because it's like you may say that they're better musicians than you, but you might have a better show.
And that's all we can hope for.
Entertainment value.
But also, I think when you talk about the modern age of music, right? Because of perfection, right? Like, yes, some people do want to hear the dirtier stuff, right? But even outside of music, most top musicians now aren't really selling music. They're selling parasocial relationships with the artists themselves, right? When you look at like who's the number one artist in the world, right? Well, it's
Taylor
Bad,
Swift.
It's
Yeah.
Swift, yeah.
Sabrina
Swift.
Carpenter.
It's actually
Carpenter,
actually Bad
Post
Bunny,
Malone.
but
Bad Bunny.
shout out Bad Bunny. Yeah, like he needs it. No, Taylor Swift, right? But and not to hate on the Swifties, I know quite a few of them, right? They don't like Taylor Swift just because of the music. Sure, they enjoy it. They enjoy that like parasocial relationship of it's the deciphering the lyrics and all that stuff of like, oh, she did X, Y, and Z. What does that mean, right? There's almost conspiracy theories around it, right? Almost, yeah, or what have you. Or how can I make that relate? Even on like a one-dimensional pop artist scale, like a Sabrina Carpenter, of like, how does that relate to me, and what does that say about me, right? Well, Xander King is doing that same thing, just differently, right? Like, when you go to a Xander King show, take the last one for example, right? Halfway through the set, I'm on my back. I just got hit. I'm not like, as a rule, I'm not getting up until everyone's chanting Xander. Right? If they don't start chanting Xander, I don't get up. He needs to
fall
believe.
asleep.
Yeah, I just fall asleep right there.
That's the end of it.
That's the end of it. Their shouts, their boos, and their yays. It's not a reaction to the show. It is the show.
Yeah.
They have to be a part of it.
They are. The crowd is such a part of the show.
It has
the
to be.
Xander King show. Such an important part.
So that's always on the mind, is how do we create maybe a little bit of a conspiracy? I talked about a sloppy disk. There are text files on that sloppy disk that 4 people have that talk about lore of Xander King that no one else has seen. And who knows if they saw it? Depends on if they had a floppy drive.
So
If they open it up, they won't be disappointed.
So wait a minute. If they put this into like one of like a computer, there's shit on there that they can like Easter eggs.
Yes,
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
Easter eggs on there.
Pictures, very, very low resolution.
Low resolution
making it
Easter
feel like
eggs.
making it feel like a Zort type of deal.
It is like Zork. Oh,
Yeah.
It looks like Museum Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just talking about Zork the other day.
bro. I've been trying to find a game on Steam like Zort, and I can't.
Pony Island.
Pony. I'm okay. What is Pony Island about?
If you want me to sit here and talk about video games,
Yeah.
We can do it.
Me and him are video games. He's more like music and movies. I'm kind of the music, movies, and video game person here.
We're a blend, yeah. Shout out Metal Gear
a blend.
Solid.
I haven't
My
seen.
per-
I haven't played Metal Gear Solid.
It's funny that you say you haven't seen Metal Gear Solid because,
No,
like,
played.
well, I mean, half like Metal Gear Solid 3 on is like mostly cutscenes.
Really?
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 has the record for the longest in-game cutscene at just around 90 minutes.
Is that the one? Is that the one where the dude was break? Was that the one where it was? I forgot if it was a dude character or a girl character that was breakdancing on the sword. That was doing like.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Raiden.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, video games are my heart and soul.
Bro, same here.
Yeah.
I was raised on them. I was raised on Star Wars Episode 1 pod races on the 64.
Pod racing.
And, dude, and then I'd be also
Now that's
playing
what I
like,
call pod racing.
Yes.
Yes.
No, I was playing my dad's Nintendo 64 like GoldenEye and shit. And then now I'm over here playing like Battlefield 6.
Play 64 still. We play a lot of NFL Blitz.
Shows at the Shack. We have you've got your your SNES Classic, right? We've played through a lot of Contra through the Alien Wars, but there's also NFL Blitz on N64.
Yes.
So fun.
Bro,
Yeah.
I remember
NFL Blitz was the shit.
I saw somebody actually make a comedy sketch of NFL Blitz of like somebody raising their kid back in the day who played NFL Blitz, like trying to get them in football and stuff. And it's like, what? Wait, hold on. It's like good tackle. It's like, don't try and break their leg now. The play is over.
The play is over. Yeah, your body's
Hit him with the
slamming.
elbow drop.
Yeah, no, that's also what they were doing. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, this is not how you play football, but I like your enthusiasm.
Funny enough, the co-founder of Atari, right? So Atari, classic,
Asteroids.
where Steve Jobs met Steve Wozniak. They both worked at Atari. But the co-founder of Atari was Nolan Bushnell. And he's an important name because while he started Atari and that's where he made his money, he was able to fulfill his true dream of bringing in-person entertainment when he was the founder of Chuck E. Cheese.
You're fucking
Ain't no
kidding.
fucking way.
Ain't no.
The co-founder of
You're
Atari
duping me right now.
made Chuck E.
You're
Cheese.
blowing minds right now, dude.
So you're telling me I've been
my
influenced by
goodness.
Atari and Chuck E. Cheese by the same motherfucker?
The same motherfucker, Nolan Bushnell.
The same people who brought us fun video games are the.
Oh my God, Tommy, no.
Is this Nolan Bushel calling right now?
Yeah. This is him attacking us right now. It's a
Damn it,
cyber
I'm
attack. It's a
gonna-
virus.
It's a virus. Hi, RoboChad. Hide it. Disconnect
It's a
him.
Russian hacker.
Russian hacker coming in, dude.
Is this?
Russia,
Who is
if
it?
you're listening, leave RoboChat out of this.
Oh
Wow.
my God. Oh. Leave it up to Tommy, who didn't press a timer, didn't put his phone on Do Not Disturb.
Oh my
This is
God,
great.
Ooh.
Look, it's
Turns out
fine.
it's Austin getting pissed at us for not going to his Halloween party.
Oh,
Look.
Austin Halloween party.
Damn.
Classic Austin.
Classic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For
No,
real.
we have an Instagram group chat. He's like, why didn't y'all show up? I'm like, I texted him, I'm like, bro, I honestly forgot about that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I was tired as shit.
Did you even have a costume?
Oh, actually, you know, let's talk about Halloween costumes.
Yeah. I'm gonna be Static Shock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Typically, I'm a ninja, but I've been a
It's
ninja for the past 4
Naruto
years. So.
background ninja type of deal.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna be a skeleton for how skinny I am.
Banana.
Banana.
Yeah.
Dude.
So we talked about audio dramas. Highly recommend an audiobook right now. One of the best on the market is a lit RPG. I don't know if you're familiar with the genre. It's like if you were to take literature and RPGs and meld them. Highly recommend the audiobook. It's called Dungeon Crawler Carl. You won't miss on it. It's vastly entertaining. I will be dressing up as Carl.
Okay. When you said lit, I thought you were like
Like it's fire.
It's like,
shit.
cuz it's lit.
What? Jay Silent Bob Strike Back. I am the Click Commander.
What?
No.
Whoa.
Oh, there's some movies.
Yeah.
Never mind. I thought there's that. Okay, Chad, what are you dressing up as?
You know, I don't have the plans to dress up right now, but if I was gonna dress up, I really want to go as Eddie from Rocky Horror Picture Show, just
wait,
because
Eddie is,
Eddie's the character Meatloaf plays. And
Okay.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
But
He
like
produced the band for
Meatloaf,
most
it would be cool to have a saxophone, even if it was like real or like inflatable or something. That'd be a really great prop to have there. And just because Eddie is so cool.
Honestly, Rocky Horror Show is probably on my list next to watch.
Oh, I'm a big Rocky Horror
yeah.
fan. Like
we played a Rocky Horror. We played the opening number at a Karate Chad show.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Tyler plays with me in the Karate Chad band too, and we've covered a couple Rocky Horror songs, so it would be fun. I know how to play a few of them. But Rocky Horror is so good. I think that's a dream that I want to do, is put together the band that plays the full Rocky Horror set.
Oh shit.
That would be fun.
I've actually seen some people. I saw a clip from it with where people actually held a play and actual people were like chiming in with the crowd too and shit.
Oh, that's a big
It's
thing.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go, usually around Halloween theaters, most of the ones around here are sold out because I've been looking for tickets. Like the Belcourt do it, MTSU does it. It's like there's the movie you watch by itself, and then there's the audience participation thing where people have like shout outs that they do. It's like it's kind of like going to see The Room with Tommy Wiseau. Worst movie ever.
That movie's rough. It's a rough watch.
Yeah. But
Rocky Horror is way
do
better.
Also, yeah. We talk about Xander King, but I'll sometimes play bass in his project, which is a shoegaze band.
Yeah. We play. Tyler and I play in several projects together.
Yeah, the other one is Kip Kloss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say plug out stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Karate Chad and Kip Gloss, check them out. It's more of karate, like Xander King, like I was saying, is the only outlet for our like theatrical stuff, you know. But Karate Chad's more of like a post-punk, dream pop, like shoegaze type project. It's just now recently started being a full band project, so Tyler's been filling in on bass. And then we are the rhythm section for our buddy Kip and Kip Gloss. And we're recording right now with Kip Gloss. We got like 13 songs. We're about to hopefully get done before the end of the year. So
Kip Gloss, Kip Gloss, I feel like lets me like expand my inner Flea because Kip and I are both big Chili Peppers fans.
Everybody
is.
Everybody
is.
in Kip Gloss too. We all love Chili
But
Peppers for
Flea,
sure.
Geddy Lee were like my two big inspirations for playing bass. And then Karate Chad, like, so Xander King has for you been an excuse to play more drums.
For sure. Like, I'm really a guitarist, but like about 2.5 years ago, I seriously started playing drums. And I started playing drums with Kip, brought Tyler in, and then like Tyler had all these songs, like even when we were in that ska punk band a long time ago, like he's like wanted to play these type of weird type of songs, and at the time Filipenko wasn't a theatrical band. We were like more of a serious band, and I was more of the guitar player. Was like, what the fuck, dude? We're not playing these songs, dude.
The big one was let me sing a rap song.
Yeah,
let's
we're
do a
not. I was
funk
like,
line and
it's
let me
just,
spit.
you know, it was dealing with that, you know. But now, like I was saying earlier, I'm more in that supportive, like, okay, now is your moment to like do all of these songs that I would never wanted to do back in the day, you know. And so
but back in the day, I also I was just, you know, flutter around as many notes as possible. Kind of like the immature bass stage that everyone gets in where it's like, okay, what, I can play YYZ, why don't I just hit every note in the scale possible for every chord change? Now I've kind of matured, and so Kip Gloss and Karate Chad are both places for me to mature. Karate Chad especially is my outlet for learning how to play with a pick, because I never learned how to do it. I was always finger style, slap, all
Like
that.
a Thundercat Flea type of deal.
Exactly, yeah.
he's getting better with the pick. I've got some other stuff, you know. The virus has been pushing him to play more metal stuff, so he's got to get that pick chops up, you know.
Right. And I get, like, you know, more so, you know, talking, you know, bass talk real quick, right? Like, nothing will ever beat the way I can control the tone with my right hand. I finally got Stingray, which I've been playing with recently. I've just loved. But the pick tone is something that you can't like. You can try with like the double thump to replicate it, but it's unique. And some songs do call for it. It took me, 12 years, 15 years of playing bass to finally say, okay, maybe some songs deserve a pick.
Getting used to coming back up with the thumb was hard for me.
So
at first.
I took bass lessons from a man named Eric Swaim, who was the strings teacher at Thurman Francis Arts Academy in Smyrna. He was actually the college roommate of Victor Wooten.
Roommates.
They were roommates.
They were roommates.
They were roommates.
So
okay.
Who? So to me, I don't know who Richter Swooten is.
You don't know who
Victor
Victor
Swoon?
Wooten
Victor
is?
Wooten?
No, Victor Wooten. No.
Victor Wooten,
Wooten.
Well, you live in this area, Okay, I ain't gonna be that guy. But
I'm originally from Mount Juliet, so
got
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So Victor Wooten is the bassist for
bass
Bella
player.
Fleck and the Flecktones. If Jaco Pastorius is like the grandfather of modern bass guitar, Victor Wooten is the father of modern bass guitar. They used to play at 12th and Porter
Or Third Lindsley.
Yeah,
Like they had every Wednesday night or something. He was there.
Victor Wooten is, the most skilled solo bassist, arguably on the planet. But again, that you're talking real nerdy double thumbs. You know Victor Wooten, maybe. I don't know. You know Victor Wooten? Who doesn't know? Someone.
Me.
You know Victor Wooten.
I don't.
I
yeah.
started learning a lot of his solos and shit. I also play bass.
Okay. Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
Yeah, but like
You
Amazing
say you
Grace?
also play bass.
Oh,
I would
God.
say that's Tommy's main fucking thing, dude. Shut up. Don't say
Yeah.
I'm the person that just listens to music and will like maybe give feedback or something like that.
Yeah. When you can do like when it really starts grooving that Amazing Grace, it just gets me. Like
Yeah.
It's and then because he does like it's a double thump on the thumb and then a double with the fingers, and so he's yeah. Xander King, honestly, so you know coming up as a bassist playing in bands like Filipenko, right? It's always the guitarist, and being able to play and sing at the same time was something I never thought of until Xander King, and you can hear it in Pizza Slut and maybe another.
Oh, you know, Pizza Slut I could definitely hear.
Where he's not singing and playing at the same time on purpose.
Yeah.
Right. Where it's like, okay, it's like kind of a talky thing. And there are some other, non-demo Xander King songs that also kind of follow that. I'm getting better at it, but my hot take is I think it is harder to sing and play the bass than it is to sing and play guitar.
On a song like Catfish, I think. For sure.
Yes.
That funk song.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So bass has a lot of counter melodies and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I feel you.
But also, I think like tonally, right? Like bass, like I do play with the Big Muff Pie a lot, and that helps. But guitar
Get you some
will
lip
go
fuzz.
through like all your 20 pedals or whatever you have, right? That's like okay. I've gone to Guitar Center and picked up guitar and turned the distortion all the way up. It's like, oh, I can just do whatever I want. Famous bass words or whatever. Not to disparage guitar players, but Xander King is kind of about that battle. With the bass, there's a lot less room to hide.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think you're starting to realize that when you turn that Big Muff Pie on,
Yeah.
that you can just like rip up and like even if you miss a couple of notes, it's all
yeah.
distorted and it's just like
Dude, the
now
Big Muff
it's
is a
punk rock
classic.
and just
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
an aesthetic or something, and that's definitely like something that people can hide behind or whatever without playing like you're like on a clean channel or something. But
a song like Catfish
but
is
it's
like-
not. But sometimes you want it. Sometimes it just comes off a little chaotic too, and it's just like, oh, that was really cool. Sometimes the coolest part is the way that you turn the distortion on before the distortion part hits, and it gets like a weird swell or something like that, and you're like, whoa, that was dope. Let me try to recreate that every time. But
I don't know how Geddy Lee does it, like to be honest, and because that's so technical or whatever. But you were right. You said Catfish. Like Catfish was what I had to practice because it's a very syncopated bass line, but it's a very like quarter note driven, like step into my fryer and I'll fry you like a catfish, buttered and battered because you're positioned as the main dish. Eat up all my tendies, I'ma dunk you in the hot sauce, burning the flames to remind you who's the real boss. Like,
yeah.
but it's like so syncopated.
Ridge is
on
over
the
here
bass.
just headbanging to that right now.
We'll have to do that one next time.
Oh yeah. Take
We're
a small
hoping to record that one soon.
Yeah,
We'll
take
see.
a small fry and I'll show you where the ketchup. Doggies after me like I didn't fuck their bitch up. Eat an artichoke. I'ma treat you like a vegan. Trickle down ass kicking like I'm Ronald Reagan.
Crazy. Yes.
Perfect.
But somehow it turned out to be all about
right.
food. Yeah. Maybe we're having too much fun.
Having an action
we
bronze
are
scene.
we are thinking about coming out, working on a new demo, bottom feeders. So
Like a
We could guess that one.
catfish and
so this
crabs.
is the songs would be catfish and boulder crab. A crab and a catfish are both bottom feeders. So I don't know what you're thinking of. What are y'all thinking of? What are y'all thinking of?
We'll leave that
was
in.
funny.
We'll leave that after.
One thing I really love to ask, I love to ask people who make music is if they want to sync their music to anything. And I think Tommy's right. I think y'all need to just do an animation of y'all's music because this is gold, honestly.
Exactly.
So is that what I say? Like, what do you mean a sync? Like,
Okay, so a lot of times when people make music, my brother, for instance, he makes kind of like Kings of Leon kind of.
Okay.
Kings of Leon Buck Cherry type of deal.
Yeah.
They did the National Soccer Club song. Yeah.
Warplay, shout out Warplay. They're trying to get their song synced right now. So like back just when I was in school, I had to do a sync pitch, and so I used them for an example, and I put them with a NASCAR commercial.
Oh, so like, what would music sync up with? Okay.
Yeah.
So the cartoon works. I think a good PowerPoint, like maybe upload that to YouTube. I don't know. It would fit with the XP.
That'd be that'd be cool. Put it on a floppy disk.
Yeah, right.
Floppy disk to make it into like 8-bit format, but on YouTube it's like the actual video.
I mean, we could make a game.
Well, yeah, YouTube has the whole like you can choose your resolution or whatever, but the max resolution for y'all's is like 480 or whatever.
Yeah.
the lowest one.
With a CRT filter. No, wait, I don't know, Chad.
We definitely have the technology to do something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know
Technology.
exactly.
We can
but-
rebuild him.
Yes, we can.
A part of me wants to go back to the roots, right? And maybe write a literal rock opera, right? Like a staged performance.
We have recorded one demo, but it's probably like a year old now.
Yeah.
The demos that we
Just over a year.
it's about a year old now. And so that's why we're really anxious, I think, to kind of record these bottom feeders demos. But yeah, I think I could see us making a record. But I mean, taking it back to like what you did. I mean, in the Xander King fashion, it would probably need to be a rock opera.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're not exactly there yet.
A
But
la
I could see
Tommy,
us getting
right.
there.
Maybe it's animated. Maybe it's an animated rock opera. That would be great. I do a NASCAR commercial.
It's interesting in 2025. Like that's kind of a goal now. Like
A part of me has always thought like you talk about trending shit or whatever, right? This is the story of a pizza slut. Yeah, she liked it in the butt. Like that is a TikTok sound. If I could just get like an army of e-girls to do something with that, like
we could get that to go viral on TikTok. Well, that's probably a very 2025 strategy as well.
Right. So there's, you could take any, like, some of the lyric hot takes could always be just good little clips, like, bad boy getting spanked by a Papa Smurf. What does that mean? Think about it. All right.
What the fuck?
What does that mean?
Well, so it's from the song Dysphoria. It's bad boy getting spanked by a Papa Smurf, bad girl on her knees, not at church. Right. And I think it really talks about gender role in society as well as think about magical father figures like Papa Smurf and the punishment you can take from them. Right.
He's a father figure.
He's literally Papa Smurf.
Papa
Right?
Smurf.
He goes around every day with the Smurfs.
He wears the red hat too, and he's got
Similar to Chuck E.
sticks out,
Cheese lore,
dude.
I could go into.
Yeah, we don't have to go down
lore.
this rabbit hole.
We don't
if
have to
y'all-
go down the Smurf
Yeah,
lore.
yeah,
No,
we don't.
please,
Another
let's
You know,
not.
it's
time,
not-
another
you can
time.
save it for another next
Yeah.
time. You know.
Yeah.
We can do like a bonfire episode and just you talking about.
Yeah. No,
my God.
there is a wrestling episode of the Smurfs, right? Where they do. It's technically mud wrestling, but they're mud people, so it's not like.
That's horrible.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, hey, plug yourself some more. Plug yourself one more time.
Xander King and the Pizza Party on Instagram.
Yeah,
Add us
yeah.
there.
So we are Xander King Pizza Party on Instagram. I mean, Chad.
Xander King and the Pizza Party on Bandcamp.
No, it's so. All right, here we go. Xander King Pizza Party on Instagram. XanderKing.bandcamp.com for your demonstration needs. We've got
It might be Xander King Pizza Party. I don't know. The
no,
demonstration. If you just
Yeah.
go on
It's
on
linked on your
Bandcamp.
Instagram.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. If you find us on Instagram, if it looks like weird,
we do have a show planned.
creepy Chuck E. Cheese photos, you're in the right spot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
The
that
fucking
would-
like black bar over a kid's face. type
Yeah,
of deal.
yeah, okay. It's like a crime scene or something.
Right. Yeah. We didn't
3
talk.
a.m. YouTube video.
Well, I mean,
Also-
we're not talking. We haven't.
We do
yeah.
live stream on
Yeah.
on Twitch sometimes.
At
Usually
Karate
that's
Chad,
on the
yeah.
Karate Chad channel. Our all of the Borough Fondo this past year of Day One Fondo are on the Karate Chad Twitch page. We hosted it there at our at the Shack is where we record and practice. So it's kind of our little like creative space we have. It's just a little 1-room building that we built.
That you built.
I built, with my father about 20 years ago. But basically, we got a spot where we can be loud and have some parties sometimes. So.
Oh yeah.
Right. We're playing a show December 13th at the Grindhouse, wherever that is, for Screechmas. And like I said, Instagram, Xander King Pizza Party is the best way. Reach us. You can also find me on Twitch, Deadeye_Jedi.
Hell yeah.
Well, I play video games on there a bunch.
We are gamers.
We are gamers. Cry Squad Discord.
Yeah. You can look up the Shack Instagram. We got an Instagram too. We'll post the invite to our Discord there sometimes. So
Right.
We like to game on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
We've been watching scary movies lately.
Yeah, we're recently doing the Evil Bong series, which has been delightful.
Yeah, it's really good actually. Like
Wait, you said bong?
Evil Bong.
Evil Bong,
Evil
yeah.
Bong.
So they made-
definitely just watch the first one at
Evil
least.
Bong.
It's
Evil
really
Bong,
good.
Yeah, you'll watch one. You don't have to watch the next 9.
Is it like Leprechaun series type of deal?
It
a
kind
little
of
bit, yeah.
it's a little campy, but yeah, it's got the first one has got Tommy Chong in it, and
Okay.
Yeah.
it's
So,
legit.
but instead of doing a crossover with Leprechaun, it does a crossover eventually with the Ginger Dead Man.
That's not till you get into several sequels in though.
Right. But I think the Ginger Dead Man did a crossover with Leprechaun, so close. I don't know.
But hell yeah.
Yeah.
Word. So I guess
That's a wrap, bro.
Yeah,
that's a
that's
wrap.
Well,
it.
thank you for having us.
No
you.
problem.
Right,
We'll
yeah.
have you on hopefully next time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we'll make some noise.
Got the Euro, got the tzatziki, got a nice little wrap.
Right.
King y'all
And the pizza party.
and the pizza party.
See you, pizza sluts.
Ayo.
Hey.